Good. How's it going?
Good. So my comment was you were talking about humans and doing and how you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately I got this little thing in my belly, this little butterfly thing, because people will say, what did you do today?
Yep.
Or how do you spend your time? What do you do all day?
Mm-hmm.
And it always feels like an accusation, like whatever I'm doing, it's not right and it's not good enough.
It's not good enough. It's not enough. And it's going to always go to that Achilles heel that we subliminally seem to carry around. Ooh, I should be saying I'm a brain surgeon and I did 3 surgeries today. And no, and I know your soul number is as mine, the mystic. And that whole connotation of what did you do, we don't even know how to answer it.
No.
Mm-mm. So other than just girlfriends going, hey, how's it going? That's a whole different story. But when somebody outside of us is actually looking, it gives me the feeling, and I bet it does to you too, they're trying to pin something on me, like I didn't do enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So where I've gone with that is I take a look at it, I do investigate it, and then I try to drop it. And I go back into very quickly reminding myself, I'm not here to do. I'm here to be. And the humor is, and I know, Linda, you have studied a bit of the gene keys, as I have, as I've delved into my own major gene key, and some of you have not a clue what we're talking about, but it's a wonderful body of work.
Yes.
And if anybody wants to know about that, email me. But oddly, my main gene key is lighten up, don't take anything seriously, and do nothing. Like, oh boy.
Sounds so simple.
It does sound so simple. And here, I'm going to just read something. I was about to read it, and here it is, Linda, because this is so applicable to you and to me, and I'll bet you to quite a few people that are listening, but it pertains to exactly what you're commenting on. And this is out of the Tao Te Ching, okay? There are few in the world who attain to the teaching without words.
Sorry.
And the advantage arising from non-action. So people, it's saying, it's okay, Linda and Elaine, nobody's going to understand you, or very few people, because you and I will often teach without words. You teach sometimes by sending me a letter with a flower on the outside, and there's the teaching.
Right.
Not a word was spoken.
Yeah.
And we both get non-action, and boy, it's worthy of completely being stoned.
Right.
Yeah. It's very interesting how addicted, particularly the Western culture, has become to doing, and how uncomfortable with being.
Sure. I mean, nobody can sit still without looking at their phone.
No. Nope. Mm-mm. They're really at loose ends, which then would make me go to the opposite polarity. And I had to sit in an office this morning for a few minutes, and I thought, I don't care how long this is going to take. I'm just going to be. And everybody's like attached to them.
Yeah, it's so true.
Uh-huh.
And then it's hard not to get sucked into it. I should be looking at something.
Honest to goodness, I thought, oh, geez, I know my cell phone's right in my pocketbook. I could pull that out and feel more comfortable. And I'm like, no, I don't want to fall into that trap.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a conscious awareness, a little bit of discipline, and then just float in being.
Yep. Well, it's a good tattoo for my head.
Yeah, mine too. Just float in the being.
Or my hand so I can see it more easily.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. It's funny, last Tuesday morning, and it was a busy day, at 7:30 in the morning, I am in motion, right? I'm walking, and I'm going to step over the doggy door, the doggy pen, and, of course, I trip and fall hard. And then all day long, when I get to like stop, I'm like, okay, what happened at 7:30 in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Was there a message there? Was there an email? Like trying to figure out what is this all about.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go the next day. I get in to see the woman that does cranial sacral work, and she's like, sometimes it just means you're going in the wrong direction. Like, okay, readjust.
Okay,
don't go looking to blame or
Just recalibrate. Was it this past Tuesday, Linda, or the one prior?
This past Tuesday. No, the one this 1 week ago.
1 week ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking astrologically from off the top. I don't see a good reason, but I'm only looking in Western. Okay, at that point the moon was in Capricorn. I don't know, because I don't have anything else, any other tool to see, so was it a bad 4 pig day? What was up?
Yeah.
What exactly was up? Let me see. We're in snake month. Do you have any snake in your pillars?
I should have grabbed that before I called.
I know. Such a bugger of a question. But let me see. May. Yeah.
Do I have any snake? And I have this so that I can look.
That's so cool.
Right. Boar, dog, horse, rabbit. Nope.
Okay, good. And I don't know that particular day what was happening. It's funny. I left right at the last second. I thought, no, nobody's going to ask me this today, and I left it on the counter.
Well, okay. So here is one thing on my earthly branch, and then there's numbers across the top.
Yep.
Biennial. By 18 and age 60.
Okay. That's a turning point. That would show a turning point, age 60.
Okay. Got a couple of years for that.
Yeah. I would think it had less to do with what you're seeing right in front of you and more to do with, I don't know, maybe changing direction. What part of your body took the hit?
Everything. My face, my shoulder, my hip, my toes, my finger. And yet, no bruising. Immediately arnica, but I hit the wall before I hit the floor.
Okay.
So that may have broken the floor. But my feet were all twisted, so I couldn't catch myself.
Wow. Yeah, I think, look, the falls I've taken in the past year, it's like I think we are simply being recalibrated. One of the best things that I did for myself a couple of months ago was go to a gal who did cranial sacral work, and she just full on said, geez, energy had to be moved out of the way for new downloads of information. I felt like Mary Poppins by the time I left that space.
Yeah, they're good workers.
Yeah, that resonates with me. That puts me back together better than anything else. Like, okay, I can deal with that.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, so just be careful. Tomorrow we've got a new moon. The 24th, tomorrow we got a new moon. And that always stirs up energy yet again. That's not true. It's Thursday that's the new moon. I beg your pardon. It's Thursday, the new moon, but by tomorrow you'll be feeling it. Okay.
Right, the wave is coming.
Yep. And I haven't, now that we're chatting, I hope everybody's listening because it's not just for Linda. We've got a new moon. And on, there's a couple of things this weekend. It's a holiday weekend in the United States. However, here's what Sunday has in store for us. A little opposition between Mars and Saturn on Sunday that brings obstacles, delays, roadblocks. So people may not be feeling all that spunky on Sunday. Kind of could be almost a repeat of what I felt on Mother's Day because that was one big obstacle that day. And so, here we go again with lay low, honor your body. When you do take such a whack, it takes a little time to let everything settle back into its new spot because it won't settle back into its old spot. It's not supposed to.
No.
Yeah. How are you feeling now?
Mostly pretty good. Just a few, my back is a little sore, but mostly pretty good.
Wow. That was a big hit, kid.
Maybe a little clear-headed.
Uh-huh. Okay. Huh. So that day was the 16th. Right? Yeah, that was the 16th.
Yep.
That's a 7. It was a very powerful day. That's for sure. Okay. It had to be. It's divine. It's perfect. It shifted stuff. Sorry, body. Sorry, dear body.
So much easier when you're younger.
Oh, jeepers. Tell me about it. For those, we're like too big to fall.
Yes.
The body's just not designed to fall when you're a big girl or a big boy. Just isn't.
No.
Well, I love you, my friend.
I love hearing your voice. Love you.
I love you, too, and we'll talk soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So if any of you have had a nice fall lately or a little blip on your radar of good health, maybe today's the day to call in and we could explore it a little bit more. And it's true what I just spoke to Linda. We're too big to take these falls, and the boo-boos are a lot harder than, I watch little kids. I even watch my 11-year-old Lily on the soccer field, and she can fall and roll with it and no problem whatsoever. It's like remarkable. And, we trip and something falls out of whack, and we're like, oh, my golly. So I'm going to just go give you a little bit more galactic information. I know some of you have, again, not a clue what I'm saying, but you are a galactic being. So I'm working on bringing you into that awareness. So this day, Tuesdays are very interesting for the next couple of months because Tuesday is the week's change point in the galactic calendar. So today we went into the final week of something called the spectral moon. And today, I've mentioned this kind of thing before. I'm always so extraordinarily happy when this happens. It's a galactic portal. It's an opening. So that's why in the last few minutes of this, I do encourage you to call in because there are openings today. It means there's openings in my energy field to give and your energy field to receive. Because giving and receiving is two parts of the exact same coin. So because it's just that galactic kind of day, these are different portals. These are energy points of light. So for today and actually tomorrow, these are portals. So even if you don't feel like calling in here, call into your inner self. And then listen. Your body's telling you things. You're getting it. I know at times people are very frustrated because they don't think they're getting it. But something's happening, or you're more aware of let that piece go. So there's probably, I've been talking the let go stuff for as long as I think I've been teaching, and we're yet again into more let go. So one of the things I was letting go of this weekend was actually I was trying to let go of things that I have become people attachments, and trying to move more fully and gracefully into the sense of non-attachment. Non-attachment does not mean the hell with you, Harry. It doesn't mean that. It's just a sense of non-invasiveness into someone else's life and kind of standing at the riverbank and watching life go on without trying to think it's not perfect, trying to adjust it, trying to make it flow the way I want it to. So it's very interesting. And so it made me actually, it led me to do the I Ching. And some of you really don't understand. By the time I feel a drawing to the I Ching, there's something very profound occurring. And I really take advantage of that, and I really try to go into that, the depth of the profoundness. So before I go too far into the depth of my new profoundness, I'm going to say, hi there, who's on the line?
It's
Hello?
Robin.
Hi, Robin.
How are you?
I'm just wonderful and so delighted